All right, another pleasant start across the area. Let me show you the low temperatures from this morning. Now, keep in mind, normally we usually drop down into the mid-60s this time of the year. Well, we saw our numbers dropping down well into the mid-50s. And to just give you an idea of just how impressive that really is, I went back to look, and yeah, the record low is 51 at the airport. That was set back in 1985, and we dropped down to 54. So we got within 3 degrees of a record low temperature, if you can believe that. But again, very pleasant temperatures this morning to start the day. And really, it turned out to be another gorgeous afternoon across the area with lots of sunshine, barely any clouds in the sky, and that's just a sign of just how dry the atmosphere is. Temperatures at the airport officially at 87 degrees. We still have that northeasterly breeze coming in, and that continues to usher in that drier air mass, so the actual feels like temperature is lower than the actual temperature thanks to that dry air in place. Now, let's look at the numbers across the rest of the area. 80 in Galena currently, 81 in Dubuque. You head a little farther south along the I-80 corridor. We've got 84 degrees in Davenport and Clinton, also in Rock Falls, and 85 in Kewanee, 86 Muscatine, again 87 at the airport, but 83 degrees currently in Burlington. Now, it feels so comfortable despite having some fairly warm temperatures, again with the dew points that are down into the 50s. Now, of course, I had a couple people ask me, what exactly is the dew point? Well, of course, that is the measure of how much moisture is in the air, and that's also a sign of where our temperature can fall as well. So when you see those dew points get really low for this time of the year, that's a sign that not only do we have some comfortable dry air in place, but of course, keep in mind, dry air, it cools off quickly at night. It also heats up quickly during the day. So that's why we get those wide spreads in temperatures from morning to afternoon time. Now, so take a look at the radar now. You'll be able to see fairly quiet out there. We've got a couple of fair weather cumulus clouds trying to pop up, but even that is having a hard time happening as high pressure remains anchored over the Great Lakes, giving us that east and northeasterly flow, which is comfortable and pleasant for us. It keeps all the humidity, the rain, and the clouds well off to our south and west, and that will continue as we go into our Saturday as well. But you're going to notice, again, these temperatures are slowly stepping up as we have that dry air in place, so it's beginning to heat up a little bit as the atmosphere is becoming a little more modified now, as this has been sitting around for a while. And so we'll get these temperatures a couple of degrees above normal as we get into the weekend, but notice we start to drop them back again as we get into next week, because that's going to be another sign that a cold front will be making its way in, at least a summer cold front, we'll call it that. But as we go throughout the weekend, you will notice the humidity levels going from the pleasant range right on up into that sticky range by the beginning of next week again. So we're going to have and add more moisture to the atmosphere. So we're going to kind of say goodbye to all this pleasant humidity levels and get ready for a little bit more humid air in place. As far as rain chances, I really wish we had some higher rain chances, but through the weekend, we are going to keep a chance of at least a couple of isolated showers and storms, especially on Sunday, possibly dropping in from the north and east. But for the most part, I think the best chance of rain over the next couple of days won't arrive until about Tuesday, Monday night into Tuesday, as that front tries to inch closer, and we could use the rain. The latest drought monitor, of course, came out yesterday, and most of the TV6 viewing area now in that abnormally dry, that level 1 drought status there. And for the month of June and July, we saw just under 6 inches of rain, where normally we would see just under 9 inches of rain. So we're well over 3 inches below normal. Let me show you some good news, though. There is the potential, and I say this lightly, the potential that we may see a little bit of a wetter pattern as we head towards mid-month. Now, what I mean by that, I mean that the potential of having above normal precipitation for the second week of August will be possible. Now, what does that look like? Well, normally we would see about an inch of rainfall during that time. So there is the potential that we could see at least a chances of rain increasing as we get towards that second week of August. So fingers crossed, because we definitely could use that. So 58 tonight, mostly clear skies with those pleasant conditions. As we go into your Saturday, 87, mostly sunny, but the humidity levels will remain nice. And your 7-day forecast, again, maybe an isolated storm over the weekend, better chances with the front on Tuesday.